That's weird. Anyway, so I think that works. Yeah, that looks good. Hey, what up, chat? Sorry about that. I was a little bit debuffed. I was looking at stuff. Breakup context. We have a lot to go over, man. Yo, what up, Yuri? How you doing, man? Virus, how you doing, brother? I'm good. I'm good. Uh, Context is apparently you guys have been living under a rock, man. The Smack has finally went full house. You know how some people were like, "Oh, you're clickbaiting by saying Smack responded to." Um, by saying Smack responded to Saintontas. Well, here you go. We got a whole ass VOD where Smack literally dedicated the entirety of it to dealing with Saint more than actually, dealing with the sponsored section of it all. Did you watch Smack stream? Yes, I have. I did. I watched as much as I can. I literally spent pretty much all morning. Like I went to like the grocery store and everything. Like I had that shit on audio, and I was just listening in. It's quite it's quite the situation, isn't it? Three Butcher is so dry that it makes people have more drama, kill time while waiting for the anniversary patch. I don't think that's the case, Black Cat. If only it was that, I would easily scoff at it. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized that the problem is even bigger than I ever thought. So I was reading the exact same text file Loki was reading. Exactly. It's just people are just they couldn't believe Smack actually responded because someone responding to something this juicy means like they should make 5 videos about this shit. But Smack went a different route. Like he was literally even in his VOD. I think he said, "I'm just gonna leave this shit in VOD. I'm not farming this for clicks and in YouTube videos, even though it'll be an easy farm." And W Smack, everyone knows Smack just hates the gacha system. I think we all do, man. I think we all hate the gacha system. Oh, no, okay, thanks. I appreciate it. I'm working. My neighbor, man, he's invited me for wine. Uh, sure. Yeah, I'll be right back, Jack. I'll be right back. Give me just a sec, Chad. Like I'm just I've been invited to drinks for some reason. This came out of left field. I'm just making sure everything's cool with the guy, and I'll be right. I don't want to be a dick because like he just literally invited me for stuff when he has no business doing that, and I really appreciate that. So like, I just real quick, like, just give me like 5 minutes. I'll be right back. Let me leave you guys with some visuals, man. Uh, Here we go. I'll be right back. Whew. Sorry. But man, it is fresh. Jackson for the follow. Appreciate you, man. All right, chat. We ready? Yo, chat. Type one if you're ready. How pissy can you get? It is pretty weird, isn't it? I feel like this is completely unnecessary. One thing that made me disappointed was the anniversary banner. I feel like that's a bit of a nothing burger, to be honest with you. I don't think it matters a lot because we all know, like in terms of relevancy, all the units we want are always cycling around. Mornier's literally been like two patches ago, and she's already getting a rerun. Lene is also getting a rerun. Those are the units that really matter. Iono's getting a rerun. It's a bit of a nothing burger, to be honest with you. What up, Lithug? God finally Smack isn't playing nice with the retard anymore. See, here's the thing, man. I feel like Saint just basically played himself. Am I tripping for that one? I think he just literally played himself. I think it was like a self sabotage. Oh yeah, I should get a chat. I should get you guys over here too. All right, let me, because like this is like a new font we're trying out. We're going full. Um, we're getting full Smackarino style. We're going full E1 smack on this one, man. We're not beating the allegations after this. All right, I just gotta make chat look a little better. I could give something a shot actually. Hold on, let me try this. Just do this. Just do this. Oh, sorry. It is. I think it's decently centered, and we can see each other quite well here. I think that's fine. What do you guys think, Chad? Is this nice? Does this look nice? Kind of beats the black bars. The gotcha space coming to a collapse. I would say this is things are getting bad before they get good type shit. Now, before you could make a case for Saint, even though he was in the wrong, now he's just going into man-child territory. Now you gotta understand, Chad. I'm the biggest Saintontas defender. I think no one has defended Saint like me and Tectone. Me and Tectone have been the biggest Saintontas defender. Hold on, there's a fly in the goddamn window. I'm gonna smack that bitch real quick. Gang, summer, man. This summer, you have all kinds of flies flying on your window, trying to get out, but it's a window, so like you keep seeing this black dot in your POV. It's so annoying. You have a thing on screen that moves together, group them, select Photoshop. I don't know how to do that. You gotta teach me. Which side are you on? Ooh, chat. Now, chat. How funny would it be if I were to say, I'm on Saint Tontas' side? That's right. The heart of gold, man. What would we? Well, how would we feel about that? How would we feel about that, chat? That flight got evaporated. Hey, don't come into a man's room that have no shame using his sandals to smack the shit out of you. Ride or die kind of man. You know what? I like that. I like that. Maybe if you were retarded, then I'd see it. But I know you smart. Aw, size. I appreciate you, man. Okay, so here's the thing. I want to comment on what Sakumare said over on Twitch. Shouts out to you, man. I I love to be a ride or die kind of guy. I am. I'm a ride or die kind of guy. The reality is, me and Saint are like good acquaintance levels. Like I try to be friend and everything, but like there are subtle things Saint does and like in our conversations, etc. That I personally leave on red. I'll be honest with you. I'm not gonna say what they are. Your best guess is probably correct. Your best guess is probably correct. Looking at Captain Cabinet to be specific, that's something Captain Cabinet once said. That's the only type of hint I'll give. And that kind of like made me not be scared. To be honest with you, it just made me afraid of wanting to be full on, completely good friends with the man because I know I have a kryptonite, which are my friends. The people that are close to me are the ones capable of hurting me the most. Like every other person, I care. I give a shit. That's the type of guy I am. If you're with me, if you're in my corner, I'm in your corner. I'm with you all the way. And the reality is, considering how Saint behaves himself now, whether it comes to me or everybody else, I'll just speak for myself, man. I'm kind of nervous fully committing to the friendship and being ride or die because there's a good chance I'll fuck around and get taken advantage of. Because I'm naive when it comes to my friends, man. Because when I trust you, I trust you. And I can easily be taken advantage of. An argument could be made that a lot of CCs came at me for because you're friends with the guy. This is something I had a lot of criticism from, which is valid criticism. Because I'm friends with Saints, I'm being very, very tilted towards forgiving a lot of the toxic behaviors he exhibits and like scoffing them off as internet shit, which is still something I stand by the way. It's just that what I failed to recognize is that Saintontas already has evolved. He doesn't do the exact same formula I've come to know him as. He changed. There was something I just was missing, and Smack's, let's just say, Smack didn't do shit. First of all, let's go on thing. Smack didn't do shit. Smack was literally just sitting there minding his own business, and he got involved, which told me that okay, something has changed because Saint Tontas does. If you have a bad take, quoting the own man, if you have a bad take, you're gonna see me. That's what Saint does, right? But this isn't the case here. Saint Smack didn't say shit, and yet he still got wrapped into this, which tells me Charmeleon has evolved into Charizard, and I just didn't know that. Where now we have to smack Charizard down because Charmeleon cannot fly and do as much damage as a Charizard. So Charizard, unfortunately, is here, and I cannot have the same stance towards a Charmeleon than I would a Charizard. They're both losers. Sekiro, like, how would you say they're both losers? Like, what makes you say that? Is this an early time stream? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You also had a debuff being gone a while others have been had a bit more time to see it evolve. Exactly. I wasn't around. See, this is what I'm saying. The reason why all this happened is I wasn't around. I could just see bits and pieces of Charmeleon, but that's it. That shit became Charizard. I just didn't know that at the time. I knew that today. This is when I know for a fact Saint has evolved into Charizard. Now, we have to make sure that bitch doesn't go Mega Evolution. All right? We have to call Saintontas out so that he doesn't go Mega Evolution. We do not want Charizard X out here. We do not want that. When Saint versus Smack, it's going on right now, man. But Saint had to bring up Smack. Exactly. Boss V off topic, but did you see the Stop Killing Game video? Is it like about the EU? The guy in court? Because I think Cass posted something like that, but I'm not too sure. Because like Stop Killing Video Games is a movement in the EU. Yes, in the EU, I heard, but I don't know how things went. I'm sorry, bro. Saint has terrible takes, and I've seen his gameplay, and he's extremely bad. His opinion is irrelevant to me. Crimson Skies, that's good, man. That's good. But see, the thing is, the problem is, well, guess what? So I'm gonna fix my camera up a little bit. There we go. Because like I tend to tilt a little to this side, so I think this way, like I remain in center. If you can do that, that's fine. A lot of people cannot seem to do that because Saint Tontas enables a certain part of the community that strive on the validation points that people get and the high people get off cooking someone over video game takes, video games, mind you, that sell anime girls for a profit. This is where this becomes problematic, where Saint, unfortunately, is taking advantage of a sentiment that a lot of people would rather not exist. So yeah, this is where it becomes problematic. So what happens to Tectone? What happened with Tectone? I'm so happy that Smack is about to do what Tectone should have done long ago. I'll be honest, man. When you continue being problematic, at some point, look, I thought like people were just fed up by him calling out shit takes. Oh, here's the thing, man. You know what? Let's start the video right now, chat. Let's start the video right now. Say hi to YouTube, please, and let's just get into it. Let's just get into it. This might be a long video, but like I have to go step by step on what things are. I would love your contribution. Like if you have some thoughts, leave them in chat. I'll read them out, and we can do this together. Welcome to a drama so doxed. Even Fox Soul subscribed. In today's video, man, it is with a heavy heart, with a golden heart, that I report that Gacha Smack has finally had to come full swing to respond to Saintontas. Now, I have made previous videos on Smack's takes vis-a-vis Saintontas while things were more tame, right? A lot of people called me out for they thought like it was clickbait or something. It wasn't. Like it was Smack's response to one of his mods towards the whole Saintontas situation. Saintontas calling out Smack for associating with Loki, who Loki happened to have a problem with Saintontas for quite some time now. I dare say Loki is probably one of the biggest Saintontas hate channels in YouTube, and that was that. Like, I feel like Smack's response was very appropriate. He since then retracted the Loki unmodding. Right, for context, for those that don't know, basically Saintontas said Loki shouldn't be your mod because he's trying to dox me and everything, which turned out to be not the case. Smack, just to shut this down completely, told Loki, you know what, let's just unmod you so that way this stops happening. Unfortunately, Saintontas did not respond well to that particular action, which means I do not have to take your shit. So guess what happened? Well, to no one's surprise, Smack remodded Loki, said, okay, Saint, you didn't like that, well, you can kiss my ass, as every self-respecting person would do at that particular point, because it reveals something that Saintontas is actively trying to do now, which is create drama from nothing. He found a little something to drag Smack into drama, someone that is actively trying to dodge it, like Neo from the Matrix, to drag him into things. Why? Because everybody, and I do mean everybody, has participated in this to a good shape or form, except for Smack. And let's just say people that are somewhat in the surrounding area there, people like Sticks, people like Fob, Braxophone, etc. And here's the thing, those very people have stances when it comes to this situation. They're just not saying it publicly. And that stance is, yeah, we don't like Saint. We do not appreciate the type of behavior Saint is exhibiting, to be more specific. Now, a little bit of a situation that I have to address. Now, I am known as the #1 Saintontas defender. No one has defended Saint more than me and Tectone. I should add Tectone there. But when it comes to like the more present folk, when it comes to this particular situation, considering I'm present in this most of the time, I'm the #1 defender, right? The most #1 active defender. Let's call me the #1 active defender, right? Now, as the #1 active defender, Mr. Heart of Gold, Mr. Neutral, unfortunately, I have failed to realize something. Now, back in the day, my version of events on how Saintontas goes about things, and this is something he admits himself, I see bad take, I call bad take out. Why are you so frustrated over me criticizing your take about a video game that sells anime girls? You know what? Considering the nature of the internet, that's fine. The moment you make a take, you make something you say something controversial, people are open to critique you. Shit, you could even say the most safe thing and people are open to critique you. This is the nature of the internet. Now, when it comes to that, that's fine. Now, what I had not realized that which people could consider like a Charmeleon, let's consider that a Charmeleon. Now, Charmeleon has since evolved into Charizard, and I did not know that. The reason why I did not know that, if you look at the history of my channel, I wasn't necessarily around. I was a little too busy being homeless and dealing with real life situations that are incredibly hard at the time, right? And I did not know since that has since evolved into critiquing bad takes to coming after people for literally just farming clout points. I did not know that. I could only confirm that today by seeing what he did with Smack, because Smack is literally just sitting there minding his own business, trying to avoid drama by unmodding dogs, by unmodding his Loki, all that. I'm literally trying to dodge it like Neo from the Matrix, but you're still pushing this narrative to drag Smack into it, which tells me one thing. Saint has become something he called me out on in the past when I had an issue with Saint. Due to a misunderstanding, we didn't have much of an issue. It was a misunderstanding. And that thing was, he called me to be a drama goblin. I guess it takes one to know one, because literally Saint is participating in the same behavior he called me out on. Saint became what he once dreaded. He became a drama goblin. He is. He is. Saint is a drama goblin. And here's something else, man. Considering because I was in Skull CJ's stream yesterday, and people were telling me, "Hey, yo, what do you think of Saint calling out people?" Right? Do you have the clip, chat? Does anybody have the clip? Wait, Saints called out V for being a drama goblin? Yeah, that was months ago. That was like months ago, almost a year ago now. Saint is literally a walking L. He has no ground to stand on. After yesterday, his response to Smack calling him out for lying was pathetic. Wait, so Saint said he called Smack for lying? How did he lie? How did Smack lie? The community's been saying this the whole time. I did not know that, man. Yes, unfortunate, but his downfall is his own. Grift to Smack. I have this up. This is the one I have up. Okay, this is the clip. This is the clip. I really want to look at this. All right, I really want to look at this. Okay, here we go. Oh, this isn't the clip. Okay, here we go. And of course, we have the golden square because we're Mr. Heart of Gold. All right. All right. Let's see here. Let me do this. Just fix a little bit of the bar here. All right, that's clean. All right, here we go. Oh, look at me, man. Look at me. I look handsome over there. No audio? Wait, we don't have a sound here? Ooh, why is that going on? Hold on, let me. Oh, I should do properties.
The two podcast
This should work, right?
assassins over here. Jenna already looks like
We good now, chat?
Re-roll.
It's good.
Okay, yeah, no, this is yeah.
All right. So I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. I guess 4-star smack is as unkey as 5-star smack. Anyway, let's. So anyway, I think Mr. Pokey and Saint need to go. Here's the thing, Xenon. I don't think you want Saint and Mr. Pokey to go. You want them to behave properly. This isn't what you want. What you want them is to keep bringing the value, because here's the thing: love them or hate them. For example, I'm not a huge fan of Mr. Pokey. Like I don't respect him much, but I still recognize that he does bring value to the gacha space. I would rather the gacha space with a well-mannered Pokey than not having Pokey at all. I think Saint is trolling. Here's the thing, Ray. I agree with you until clearly there's strategy behind the trolling. As in, we're trying to create a space that can keep on where he can keep thriving into the tribalistic nature of people and keep capitalizing on it. Oh, Smack versus Saint. Choose your side. Civil War. It's like, can we just play video games? It's going to be Saint, his 5 viewers, and his 5K boss. Here's the thing, man. I don't think, everybody bots to a certain extent, but I don't think he's botting that much. I think he, simply put, he has a bunch of people that are there for the fight, that are there to just watch the battles, but they don't necessarily care about him. This is something I've come to notice. I rather respect Pokey than Saint. His entire career is creating videos, reiterating controversial popular gacha takes in a much more violent manner. You know what? That's you. I like just how well spoken Saint can be in some wordings and how he can go about things. Apparently, he's been fumbling that a lot. But yeah. Anyway, let's listen to this and let's keep going.
They got a podcast going on right now. Okay, yeah, I already know this shit. I already know this shit is gonna be a disaster. You got the.
By the way, I look handsome here. We all look at this shiny guy over here. Look at the heart of gold shining through that smile, man. Look at that. That boy look good over here, man. That boy look good. View what happened outside the Gacha podcast to create the beef between Smack and Saintontas? Nothing. Literally what happened is Saintontas creating a narrative through Smack's mod to smear Smack's name to uh, to create this entire situation. You are mini Smack. I don't know how to feel about that. Anyway, let's continue.
Two podcast assassins over here. Jenna already looks like he's about to go re-roll. Okay, yeah, no, this is. And then you got Mr. Pokey.
Something that's funny actually with Mr. Pokey. I want you to recognize something in this podcast chat. Haven't you noticed something? Have you noticed something? A lot of the people here have beef with each other. Some even still going on, like me and Pokey. Wow, shiny forehead. Hey, look, I'm right outside the window. What do you want me to do? Have you noticed that, chat? So there's me and Pokey. We have technically beef between each other, but nothing serious enough where we can be professionals and have manners inside someone else's house. Ryuku and Cap like had insane drama. Like they had insane drama that even Saint capitalized on. Like you literally had 4 people here that at some point were beefing. You literally have 4, and yet Saint was the only one who everybody knows could not hold his mannerism in a situation like this. I mean, shit, look. Me and Pokey farmed the fuck out of each other. Me and Pokey farmed the fuck out of each other, man. And yet here we are. Literally here we are, man. And that shit, we didn't even apologize or anything to one another. We still hold the same ground. To him, I'm probably a tauntasser or whatever. To me, he's this stereotypical streamer that I just don't have much respect for. You know what I'm saying? I think Saint is planning his retirement. I doubt it. If anything, he's actually setting up more stuff. I think even with the beef, it has more of a disagreement. Saint's beef with everyone is not fixable anymore. It is fixable. It's just that Saint's ego and the audience he capitalizes on will not accept an apology, because when you have a community of wolves and you show weakness, the wolves will circle you. They will make you the joke. You will literally just switch. Because here's the thing. You are giving up power to another side of the community that already doesn't respect you or like you as much. You have to redeem yourself towards them. So as you do that, guess what happens? The ones that are already accepting you, that are, let's just say, benefiting off your off you losing your path. Because I do feel like Saint isn't this by default. I think this is a character he plays that has now started to eat away at even the good Saint. Like there's bad Saint, Saint the persona, and Saint the man. I feel like Saint the persona is eating away at Saint the man. And this is very sad to see, by the way. It takes one to know one, because I feel for Saint, because I've been in Saint's shoes at some point. I've been a bit of a drama goblin too. And people had to call me out for that, for me to wake up to that realization. I wasn't even aware I was doing that shit. I was called a shit disturber, a drama goblin. At some point, I was even called a snake or something. I was like, God damn, what the fuck am I even doing to deserve this type of stuff? I thought like at first it was some internet crap. When it comes to the rat and snake, it turned out to be the case. But when it comes to being a shit disturber and drama goblin, I kind of was. So it really wakes you up to reality. And I feel like, yo, chat, type 1 if you think I became better off of that. Type 2 if you think I became worse after hearing that. But for me personally, I feel like I got a lot better. After taking that criticism and looking within and looking at myself, I was like, you know what? They kind of have a point there. It's time I do better. I gotta do better. And I just invite Saint to do the same. Just do the exact same shit I did. You'll be fine. I'm fine with everybody. I'm literally fine with everybody. Saint refugee. V, you are the one guy in a roast battle going, oh, at everyone anyone says. You know what? Kind of. Yo, why are my alerts going crazy, man? Ah, there it is. Gotcha. All right. So let me do this. I gotta add alerts here too. There we go. And I guess we go this. I just gotta add more stuff here because I forgot about subs and super chats, etc. I forgot about that stuff. All right, boom, there we go. But I am a bit like that. Yeah, I do go. Ooh, what did he say? What did he say? And because here's the thing. I feel like you have to make fun of this type of situations because ultimately it doesn't really matter unless you blow it out of proportion, which is unfortunately what Saint is doing. I'm gonna say something very critical of Saints that everybody that's been keeping up, I have been alluding to it. I just never said it verbatim. Let me finish this clip, and I'll say it.
As well. Oh God. Oh fucking God. Yeah, no, okay. This is I already know this shit is a fucking disaster. I already know this shit is a fucking disaster. Holy fuck. Yeah, no.
I wonder
Get me
why.
the fuck out of there, bro. Holy shit. Yeah, get me the fuck out, bro. You got Ryuku, Mr. Pokey, and Jetized on the same podcast. What a fucking disaster.
Get me the fuck out. No one
Holy
invited
shit,
you. I heard Smack said that, and you know what Saint will say to that? He will just go, "I don't even want your goddamn invite if it's some shit like that." It's that childish shit, Saizon. It's so childish, bro. It's so bad. It's so low. We are literally lowering ourselves to levels. We have no. I could feel Smack telling himself that, man, goddamn, I have to lower myself to this shit. I should be building my own goddamn house, man. I'm over here doing this internet immature crap. Saying cares because he pulled it up. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
that's a fucking disaster.
Smack said that exactly. I guess it's obvious, man. Yo, what up, Riz up? Hey, if you remember when Texton had the Gacha podcast and then Atsu had a Gacha podcast, this is how Saint feels. Let me just finish it up. I do want to tackle that.
Oh my lord. Hey. As far as I'm concerned, they better be glazing it. Hey, as far as I'm concerned, they better be glazing the shit out of it.
I think a lot of people said that the patch looks good, which I think universally we all agree. Chat, yo, chat, type 1 if you think that the patch 3.3 is good. Type 2 if you think is it's bad. Like there's nothing to be excited about. It's just that people had a problem with the rewards overall, and that's I feel like what the problem is. Yo, what up, Akivon?
Look, they removed all the stuff that was super predatory. Look, guys, they removed all the
Wait, someone mentioned me in chat. Hold on.
removed all the stuff.
I'm putting some. I'm gonna pull some narcissism.
Predatory. No more anniversary banners. Removed all the stuff that was super predatory. Look.
Oh wait, here we go. Only ones I like there are Amethyst and V. Even Saint's own chat. See, there it is in purple, right there. That's Saint's chat. Me and Amethyst. I dare argue me and Amethyst look almost the same too. I'm just like the drama version of Amethyst, and Amethyst is the non-drama version of me. That's it. There it is, right there, man. Now we're just cool with everybody, bro. We're just cool with everybody. Paid chatters, yo, Lynn, I'm finna to throw hands. Don't expose me. Patch as a regular patch is packed in very good, but anniversary is afterthoughts. Hold on, let me finish that. Either way, hang Solon by the balls for this. That's it. Enjoy the stream. Damn. Calm down, man. I appreciate the follow, Earthos. Amethyst is actually a good CC. I think Amethyst is severely underrated. But yeah, basically, everybody like have a good stance when it comes to the anniversary, as in the patch. It's just that people are very, very disappointed by the anniversary, which I will make a separate video on its own, further expanding on why people are disappointed, etc. I'm literally working on a script. I'm looking at everybody's thoughts and opinions on this. I'm going to tackle the why and should you actually be mad. We'll tackle that. How ass is Carthathea right now? Carthathea is pretty good. The only complaints I had about her when they talked about her in the podcast was I just don't want to see her take the spotlight from the story. I feel like she was a main character for too long. Enough is enough. Apparently I'm alone on that hill, Chad. Apparently no one backed me up on that one. It was just me.
Look, guys, they removed all the stuff that's super predatory. No more anniversary banners. Look, guys, they listen. Guys, they listen.
I don't even play WoW anymore, but what I see, I don't even feel the anniversary is barely even treated as a celebration. Exactly, the anniversary is very vanilla. It feels like that every other patch. It's like sometimes, am I crazy, Chad? But Kuro sometimes literally give you a free 20. Like for the 80th patch, didn't they give you like a free 10 pull out of nowhere? It was like, hey, you know what? Here's a free 10 pull. That's what it felt like, man. It felt so goddamn vanilla. This anniversary is essentially the same as the last one. They don't show respect to us and they only want to sell us more shit. Yes. I like that actually. Hold on, let me the ads on anniversary stream. There we go. Let's continue.
Jenna got what he wanted, right? Hey, they all got what they wanted, bro. Hey, none of them. Hey, none of them should be upset. Smack was one of the people that bitched about the number of anniversary banners. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he bitched about those too.
Did he? Because when Smack said that, he said that he didn't, and he showed the receipts that he didn't. Smack proves Saint's a retard. All right, let's see. I guess this is Saint's response to what was said right here. Chatter. Smack was one of the people that bitched about one of the anniversary banners. Saint. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he bitched about those too. Frame 1 reaction to last year anniversary reveals. Lord Farquaad. We gotta stop tweaking over nothing. See, here's the thing, man. This sums up pretty much everything. This sums up everything, but apparently, we need to create a space where we're gonna have beef with people that want no beef at all, just so that we can capitalize on, let's just say, their situations and all that to further perpetuate the drama sentiment and far more drama and far more, let's just say, content off that, because you know how it be in Gacha, especially when there's only one Gacha. Here's the thing, man. You know what's sad? Saint doesn't have to do this because Ananta's right around the corner. There's going to be more content to farm. This is literally unnecessary. It feels completely unnecessary. Yo, what up, catalog? Here's also Saint reacting to that post poorly. All right, let's see this. All right, so this is Smack's reaction to it.
Brother, this is how you do it correctly, chat. This is how
you mean NTE? What did I say? I think it's NTE, right? I said NTE. So basically, at the end of the month, we have NTE. It's a huge gacha game. This is literally unnecessary. This is completely unnecessary. You can just farm that. You don't have to farm people. You can farm a new video game. I said the Nanta. Well, they look the same. So, all right, let's watch this. Smack's pog faces are crazy.
Brother, this is how you do it correctly, chat. This is how you do it correctly, though. Now you have 10 options of all the characters to choose from.
I said Ananta was also coming around the corner. Exactly. So like you have NTE, Ananta, Silver Palace. Like there's so much to look forward to. And here's the thing. You do not have to keep up with the 3 videos per day formula. If it's not working, like damn.
Right? They're not fucking peanut butter jelly matching them. They're just saying, oh, here's all the other 10 characters. You want them? Choose one. It's there for you to choose.
Oh, so it's the complete opposite of what Saint said. This is the complete opposite of what Saint said. Smack literally just said this is good. And he's right. You do not have to pull for every single one of them. And if you do want to pull for every single one of them, a wise man once said, if you want to pull for every single character, you're greedy and stupid. Oh, man. That's kind of where the inception of greedy and stupid came from, if I remember. It was around the SSR multi-banner patch. It was in that one, and it was done in a way where you felt pressured to pull for a lot of the units they're re-rolling. They're rerunning. Mr. Poke was ahead of his time. Yeah, Mr. Poke was maybe have been onto something, man. But what I'm trying to say is, here's the thing. These units. By the way, V, you're rocking that good ass T-shirt. I appreciate you, Void. This is one of my old ones. I missed this one. When I was in France, I found some of my old clothes. I decided to pick some of them. This is one of them. Saintontas channel was built off Smack and Tectone and Hoyo hating. No, you're not completely. Saint's explosion to fame and like what really propulsed Saintontas to where he is now is putting down others as he climbs on top of them. This is a very known strategy that works online. If you want to garner a certain degree of relevance, just put down others and climb off them. Hate farming in a way, or rather like exposure, like it really propulses you. It's like, remember that guy that exposed Mr. Beast, quote unquote, Dog Pack or something? No one would give a fuck about Dog Pack if it wasn't for exposing Mr. Beast. That motherfucker literally made a whole career by exposing Mr. Beast's practices and what happens behind the scenes. That's it. That's it. You can literally garner a career off that, and that's what Saint really made him propulse. Because I think Saint was doing fine. He was doing his woo thing. He was minding his own business. Then the whole Kurobot thing started, and Saint had a taste of the juice, the nectar, that is drama relevancy and all that shit. That game, and it had begun. It had begun. He started battling. He saw that he's winning the battles, and he's profiteering off those battles. And he is literally being rewarded for something he's really good at the time. But now things have changed. Here's the thing, Chad. Here's I think what is happening and why Saintontas and people can no longer tolerate Saintontas. They don't necessarily don't tolerate Saintontas. There's just something in this space called drama fatigue. Chat, type 1 if you have drama fatigue. Type 2 if you're like, oh, hell no. Or type 3 if you're like, from time to time, spice it up. You know, just spice it up. I don't want to deal with all that shit. Just spice it up, man, from time to time. 3 Den, 3. Yeah, I'm seeing more 3s now. Yeah, there it is. People are just too tired of just one thing and one thing only. Whether it's tribalism, all that. People are tired of that shit. We have more problems IRL. People can't afford groceries no more. People are having hard times getting jobs. People are getting replaced by AI. Like things, there's so much going on. People can't even get a girlfriend. Like shit. I have so much going on, man. Life is getting tricky. This is an escape from reality. This is what the space is. And plus, people are more lonely than ever before. People just want to connect with people that share the same passion and hobbies as themselves. That's literally what it is. This is so strange to me. I like Saint when he points out something bad. Me too. I feel like we all like Saint for that. And the way he goes about it, he's well spoken. I like that shit. That's why I fucks with Saint's content. But the reality is, Saint has evolved into something I have a hard time recognizing, and I could only recognize today after I could see that he is willing to drag others into drama that have no business wanting to get into drama for the sake of let me create a space so that this space, because I thrive in it. When there's drama, I thrive off drama. It means more numbers, better metrics for me. And here's another thing. He can now keep dragging Smack as well. As soon as Smack does something, now he can farm Smack for his takes, etc. I'm pretty sure this is just a game theory, but I could recognize it in Saint's face. I could see the drama goblin making an appearance. Is when I could confirm Saint was a drama goblin. You guys remember when Smack was getting a lot of hate? He had people unsubscribing and everything where he laughed in the story. You guys remember that shit? When he laughed. People hated Smack for that. The Woo community was up in arms against Smack. I tried to stand up for the guy. They ate me alive. And guess what? Saint, a lot of people came to Saint for that. I could sense. Saint really wanted to farm the fuck out of that. But he decided not to for the sake of maintaining, a good relationship with Smack at the time. But now, I guess that's no longer the case. I guess now our gloves off. And so now if Smack fucks up, I can farm Smack too. A game theory. Saint's just salty because there's something around Wuwa. He can't participate in it, but all faults for creating that many enemies. Right. Let's get into the butter. Now that we have seen what is this, Oh, this is Saint's response to what Smack just said. Relax, grift to Smack, go play Enfield 1.2 for one sponsored stream, and then never play it again until 1.3. Saint likes to point the picture that that Smack is doing this for the bag. Smack has openly stated multiple times he's in the gacha space for the bag. He's over here making money. This is the reason why that motherfucker's building a whole house. This is why. This is why that bitch is out there picking up placards and shit. The kitchen counter and shit. That's why he does that. Besides that, Smack has been vocal. He thinks gacha games shouldn't even be played because the business practices of them are very toxic. These are not games. These are games that are made for them to capitalize on you as much as possible, to take advantage of your weaknesses. Okay? They're very predatory. They're very dangerous for the uninitiated. So this isn't much of a cook as you think it is. All right? And here's the thing, Saints. I think this is so unnecessary. You don't need this, man. You do not need this at all. You're doing fine. You are literally lowering yourself into things you have no business lowering yourself to. You're fine. Like, you're doing just fine. Just keep at what you're doing. We have a lot of content for Wua now. Let's talk about that shit. There's Wua anniversary. Talk about the critiques. This even my ass. The #1 drama channel up in this bitch. In terms of people just doing drama, you know, like I just do more drama than actual content about video games. And I'm like really hyped up in talking about the people's takes and sentiment towards this and how we should look at it and how to best navigate the situation from a emotional standpoint vis-a-vis Wuthering Waves anniversary and Kuro Games practices towards us, the consumers. Like, I want to say so much about that stuff. I like that stuff. Like, there's so much to talk about. Why are you dragging someone that doesn't want none of this? Like, just out of respect. Like, respect people's boundaries. Like, this is just not respecting people's boundaries, man. And it's so wrong. Especially someone like Smack. Like, Smack is just very cordial, man. Like, he's just chill. It's only worse if you can't control your impulse. Rage bait, wrong thing. Like talking about A, but says B are bad. Isn't that hypocritical to say they are so bad than advertise for them? Oh, Benyaf, I don't know if you heard, but people are very hypocritical when it comes to what benefits them, man. Yeah. This is bad. I'm not condoning it necessarily, but there's this whole bad. Okay, so here's the thing, man. It's either virtue signaling like that or building a house. Which would you pick? Be honest, man. Be honest. Especially when it's not illegal, it's a gray area, morally speaking, of course. But there's not much harm. I would, like TGV, he's literally right there. That man has spent $0 playing gacha games for years. He took advantage of the free-to-play system because he has the discipline to navigate them and take full advantage of them. So while some people can be weak to the gacha system, some people are taking full advantage of that. The gacha companies should look at, like, for example, someone like Cas and TGV right there on chat and sue their ass. They go, them motherfuckers over here playing our games for years, not even spending a penny, man. Come on, what is this? I first saw Saint's post and thought he was rage baiting. Here's the thing. I think there is a degree of rage baiting and trolling when it comes to Saint's behavior. I do. I think we can all see it. It's just that it's done in such poor taste that it has now garnered a reaction so badly that we're kind of past that point of just scoffing it off as ha ha he he. Like, now people are gonna have to stand on business because you keep doing this again and again where people are trying to just silence everything. I unmodded the guy. You got your way. Enough. Here's the thing. When you take an inch, when you give someone an inch and they try to take a mile, here's the thing, man. You're going to have to shut that down. Because at that point, if I don't, I'm enabling you. It's something I learned the hard way. You can tolerate. Here's the thing. A lot of people come at me for tolerating Saint because I just happened I happen to be someone that can tolerate a lot. Like I can tolerate. All right, I have good levels of tolerance. But at some points, even that's a double-edged sword. Well, I can, let's just say, tolerate someone and hang out around them for more than others can. The reality is, I have to be careful because if I'm not, I become an enabler to toxic behavior. You got to be careful. And this is what's happening. You got to pamper the little homies. It's just one of those moments when you reap what you sow, bro. Unironically made an enemy out of one of the few people that tolerated him. Jay, here's the thing. I think Smack even said so. He said, I always tolerated Saints. And a lot of people have been tolerating Saints. I can still tolerate Saints. Like, I think I don't have much of an issue with Saints, regardless of all this. And the reason why is simple. You ready for this? He didn't do shit to me directly. I'm not finna get mad and hate someone over what he's doing to others, considering the nature of it all. Like, ultimately, it's a bunch of drama crap. But it is still toxic. I will still call it out, and I will still not stand by it because the reality is, I gotta respect people's boundaries, man. Just respect people's boundaries. You have to. And here's the thing. I think it's time I say finally unveil something I have been alluding to for quite some time. It's time I unveil it. And this is the sentiment that a lot of people got after hearing Saint's reaction to the podcast. I think it's right here. That's kind of what is going on over here. And this is why Ryuku says, why does he sound like he was about to cry at the end? And I think this is where he commented. Here we go. Where is he? I think I must have seen it somewhere. Dude, here it is. Someone said Smack got VXV and Pokey in the same call, but did not invite Saint lol. Just be professional, man. God damn. Here it is. This is what I was looking for. Someone's salty they didn't get an invite to the podcast. Now, this is a sentiment a lot of people have sensed. And, okay, so when your chat, type 1, if this is how you felt like when Saint had the take about the podcast. Type 2 if you're like, no. They're reaching. Nah, who wants to be in that podcast? You sure? I think it was great. Okay, so we have a lot of people. All right, so we have jealous Tontas. All right, so we have a lot of people saying, yeah. It's easy to see it that way, for sure. We know what that's, and when you add in, and I want you to add another factor to this. So, like, we had him complain about people at the podcast and all, but also we have him going after people for taking in sponsorships about a video game, right? You know what that tells me? Here it is. Saintontas is a plain hating ass ninja. He is. You are a player hater. You player hating. Smack over here doing his thing, getting his bag and everything. People are just over there doing their thing. You over here player hating. V, aren't you black? I'm not black. I am not black. That's why I use Ninja. I use the 4-star free-to-play version. But the best definition I can give to what Saint does is you player hating. You player hating, I think that just comes off in poor taste. Retard also has NTE sponsor. We're gonna get you bitch about people having sponsors. Did he say so? Does he have a sponsor there? It's because he doesn't get sponsors on the level of Smack, and he's jealous. No, he won't get one. I think if you're sponsored, you're already sponsored, because I think a lot of people are already making content about NTE. I swear he does. I give you the pass. Oh, if you give me the pass, I'll play this clip. Hold on. If you give me the pass, I'll play. Here's how I'll use my pass, man. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Oh yeah, there we go. OBS reconnection successful. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Yeah, we just got canceled, chat. They just canceled the fuck out of us. It's Twitch only? Yeah. The YouTube is dead. All right, hold on. Let me get YouTube back online. YouTube just checked V for having a pass. Apparently, man. Apparently, we just got a pass and they punished us for it directly. My YouTube never died. It didn't die. Why am I wearing a Burger King crown? Oh, because I'm a king. I think we're fine. Yeah, YouTube chat, we're fine. Yeah. All right, great. So, Slime Bandits for the follow. For everybody that followed and I didn't catch on, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. So, Unk spammed the N-word and got timed. I didn't even spam it. I did the ultimate joke where if you want to say the N-word, have a black guy say it for you as a clip. You can play around that. Or use the free-to-play ninja. It rhymes, it sounds the same, but it's just not. Hayuki, appreciate the follow, man. I think I know you, Hayuki lover. I think I've seen you around. Appreciate the follow, man. What is this? I swear he does. I give you the pass. Nigga. Oh, man. Oh, shit. I mean, Pokey got the pass from Smack, so you good? All right. Shit. Fuck. I missed it. Flex, appreciate the follow, man. Okay, here we go. In fact, Cien also said Wuthering Waves is only a game. People treat it with a minus point system because it is good. What is it? What the fuck is this? What are we looking at? All right, let's just stay on topic, chat. Let me just finish this because I just want to stay on topic. All right, so wait, I'm gone again. Wait, how am I gone again? Anyway, Hot Balls Muji. That's crazy. Lolly subscribing on YouTube. Hey, YouTube chat. Drop a subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. If anybody want to support yours truly, there's a channel membership. For Twitch, there's like subscribing, or like you could throw bits. Bits are good because that way Twitch doesn't get 50%. So yeah, I have some black in me paws. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. So yeah, Saints needs to chill, man. Yes, and so like let's close this out, chat. Let's close this out. I believe. Oh no, of course. Let me. Sorry, editor. I'm all over the place. I apologize. The fact of the matter is, no, fuck. I'm all over the place. Goddamn. Sorry, chat. And after that, Smack has responded. It's in a VOD. It's like hours long, but basically, he did what Smack always does, because let's all face it. Smack is the undisputed champion when it comes to drama, right? A lot of people think I'm glazing Smack when it comes to that stuff, but I think it has been proven multiple times. Smack can really hold his own and have never really lost to anybody when it comes to drama beef, right? And once again, he maintains his title. And I think even the Smack said that Saint is going to do what we all know Saint is going to do. Chat, what do you think Saint is going to do in response to what Smack did? Do you think he's going to... Oh, type 1 if you think he's going to retract some of the things he said, reconsider the behavior and the mannerism he's been conducting himself, or is he going to farm the fuck out of it, is the 2. So type 2 if you think he's going to farm, type 1 if you think he's going to retract. That's a lot of 2s. That's a lot of 2s. Oh, I never even seen my chat move this fast. I even never seen my chat move this goddamn fast. Yep. Saint is going to do what Saint always does. This is something I've said since the dawn of this entire situation. Saint is going to do what Saint does. He's fitting to farm the fuck out of it. And the sad part is, Saint has been put between a rock and a hard place, just like he himself puts people in between a rock and a hard place, where Saint now has to choose between views, personal metrics, or professional relationships. He chose the former. He chose a personal benefit, views, all that. And I think Smack exposed something very important, which is the reason why Saint tries so hard and does what he does to this degree and this aggressively is because he can no longer get sponsors because he's as what's the term I'm looking for? Controversial as Tectone was in the past. And I don't even think Tectone was this controversial up until recently. For years, Tectone has farmed the fuck out of sponsors. Saint basically had like what this there was like Girls Frontline and this weird ass Facebook game or some shit. Just gotta fold here and rebuild. The friendship can't be challenged any longer in the space. Next, Tigara, unfortunately, it's quite difficult. This is what I'm trying to explain here. It's because he's between self-profit or professional relationships. And here's the thing: as long as there's profit to yourself, especially now in a world that really encourages people to just you be selfish, never care. Everybody's trying out to get you. Everybody's this because you got hurt or once or three times in your life because of bad apples. You start to see enemies everywhere around you. You just care about only yourself. You don't care about having a good rapport and relationships with everybody because no one does favors to people as much as they used to be. So like, what's the point? There's not much profit. There's not much incentive for me to have a good relationship with people because people no longer care about what's in here anymore. They don't care about the humane side, the social side of, we're just human beings. We just like to hang out and shit. Like just earlier in this VOD, you can go back to the start of the video. One of my roommates just asked me for a beer and like a glass of wine. I'm not an alcoholic. I don't drink. I don't give a shit about alcohol and shit. I still said yes because he was being kind to me. He was being social to me, and I appreciated that. Just hung out with the boys for like 3-5 minutes, like just real quick. Drank a little bit something. We talked about jobs and stuff like that. He said like maybe you could help me out with a job because like I think he's getting tired of his own job. He said like, can you help me out? I was like, sure, great. There's like. We're like becoming friendlier as people that live under the same roof. / we're kind of helping each other out as immigrants in a continent, right? So this is very important rapport that matters a lot. You know what I'm saying? So professionalism versus idealism. Well, idealism and professionalism can coexist. Like you don't have to choose one. Like they can't coexist. Tectone was too big to not sponsor Saints. Doesn't pull the same numbers in the past. That's a good point, Xenon. That's a good point. So what I'm trying to say is Saint is put between a hard place, between a rock and a hard place. Where now he chose himself. He has a community that supports him. He's doing fine. Solo queue on his own, but he does leave a lot on the table for burning bridges because with those bridges, he could propulse his career even higher. And here's the sad part. It is with a sad heart of gold that I report this. He is literally having the exact same thing happen to him as he does to people. Because like I said, he has since evolved from going after people's takes about a video game that sells anime girls to going after people's character. He does like both of them as soon as someone says something controversial about a video game, which is like which can be scoffed at as like shit talking online, like just as an added bonus as he goes about critiquing the take. But has since evolved to going after people and putting people into question, even though like they didn't do anything at all, just because I can pull them into a drama so that I can capitalize on them being dragged here for views and relevancy and all that. Which is sad because when you put like for example, let's put our Smack. You just put Smack between a rock and a hard place himself. Because if he doesn't respond, you keep smearing his name. And now the hard place is he has to respond because or else what you're never going to stop. And I don't want to do this. I made clear my boundary. And here's the sad part, chat. I feel like this is something very important we forgot to mention. You and Smack, Saint and Smack, already talked and said, we're going to stay out of each other's business. They talked about that. It was around, the first round when all this was imploding. Am I tripping? Yeah, yeah. So like they already talked about this Saint 2 months ago. Yeah, it was 2 months ago. Saint couldn't even hold true to his word. You know what that means? Saint has become the very thing he dreaded. Again, not only did you become a drama goblin, you became a two-faced bitch. Saint became a two-faced bitch. Smack has given so many chances when he was fully within his. Absolutely. What a snake Saint is. I mean, for real, he didn't do the Changli cosplay he promised. Yeah, hey, that's true. Hey, that's a scam. That's a scam. Where's the goddamn Changli cosplay, man? We paid for this. Wait, is this V? What? Did I wear a tank top and changed faces? Appreciate the follow, Lovecraft. This doesn't sound like V. The reason why I'm more critical about Saints is, like I said at the start, I have not realized we have evolved since then. You can, if someone says some shit and you want to farm it, that's the nature of the internet. I cannot criticize what everybody, because if you're going to criticize Saints, you have to criticize everybody. Everybody farms the fuck out of everybody online. That's just the nature of the environment we are in. And to add to that, when people go a little toxic, they say a bunch of shit that is completely unnecessary. They're childish, they're immature in their mannerism. That still falls under what we expect in this environment. However, people just minding their own business, and you go at them, even though they're telling you, I do not want to be involved in this in any shape or form, and they're taking steps by unmodding people that have stuck with them for years to stay your hand, to make sure everything remains just chill, so that please just don't. And we still had an agreement, despite you guys having an agreement where you both said, you know what, we're just chilling. We're not going to step on each other's toes and everything. You couldn't do that also. The level of disrespect is just something I cannot just stand by. I may appreciate Saint, I may like Saint, but this type of behavior is unacceptable. To quote one of my favorite people, Joey Swole, you need to do better. Mind your own business. Because Smack's minding his own business. Mind your own business. Respect boundaries. Boundaries are very important. That's what makes us respectful towards one another. That's what makes us a functional society. If we don't respect boundaries, what's next? What the fuck is next? We're gonna go into each other's houses? Like, damn. Mac Daddy and Yuan for the sub on YouTube. I appreciate you guys. To be honest, I'm usually on Saint's side, but I'll agree that he should have just talked. He should have just said he talked too fast without knowing Gacha Smack didn't bitch about rerun banner and just a little apology. Here's the thing, Lumwet. I don't think it matters. That doesn't necessarily matter because Saint's initial behavior is the problem. Lying about some dumb shit that people may misremember and shit, it doesn't necessarily matter because the core point is you are actively trying over multiple occasions to drag someone into shit that wants no business in doing that. And you both had the same, you had an agreement on that and you literally broke it the first chance you got because views are low, metrics are low. You're not getting the high, the dopamine, the numbers aren't going up. That shit ain't green enough. I'm used to see that shit green. I think this is maybe the first dry season for Saint, and it could have gotten him crazy. That's just my game theory. That's my game theory. Glad you finally see it. Yo, Pixel, I just haven't recognized that he would go after people that are just minding their own business and are actively saying, I'm minding my own business. Don't drag me into this. We agree to that, and you still do that. That's just something I can't respect. Like, okay, you want to do the whole farming shit, the whole farming game. Game is game. I'm not going to play a hate on someone. But like people just minding their own business is too much. And also something else, you're gonna play a hate on people too. Like we should be happy for each other. Go to Saintontas' chat, to his VODs right now. To the VOD where he did the sponsor for the Animal Farm crap. You will see my ass chatting. You know why I was chatting over some game I don't give a fuck about? Because I'm supporting Saint, because I'm happy for him getting a bag. We have to be happy for each other. We have to support each other. We are literally in Loserville. We play video games that sell anime girls, for fuck's sake. Try explaining that to the normies. We look out for each other. We care for each other. A community type of sense. Fuck. Like, goddamn, bro. We Loserville and we acting like losers in Loserville. Imagine being the loser of Loserville. Man, you got me fucked up out here. I'm shouting.
That right there, it's emotional, damn it.
Chill, bro. I know. You got me fucked up. Like shit. Man, that pissed me off, man. Ignore chatter. How you doing, frérot? Comment ça va? Like, goddamn, bro. I'm just, man. Aren't streamers just coworkers, not friends? It doesn't have to be the case, Lo Chem. Me and Smack. Here's the thing. This was me prior to going homeless. Read my message. What is it? If he wanted green, he should have worked on having a good reputation to get sponsors. Bro works for a talent agency and can't get good sponsors, saying Cap ruined her career. And then he pulls up with a Fortnite and Minecraft sponsorship. Oh, she pulls up with a Minecraft and Fortnite sponsorship. Here's the thing. You don't... I think Smack hit the nail on the head on this one. It's not all about views. I get approached by sponsors and stuff like that, and that's where the real money is. My editors will tell you. I double their pay when we get a sponsor. Like if I just give them all the money too. I just be like, all right, here you go. This is all yours. That's where the real success is how marketable you are. That's where the real money is. If you care about just the money, views aren't everything. They put. Here's how you know views aren't everything. TikTokers have millions of followers and millions of views, yet they don't get sponsored at all. The reason why they're not getting sponsored is because it's a short form content thing. It's very hard to sponsor. Usually, you just have those gambling apps. Like they show them for like 2 seconds. Like they show them like gambling, throwing like a gamba, and they continue the video. It shows there's not much money there. A lot of TikTokers garner all that audience and everything, but they cannot capitalize on it because you're not marketable. And this is the problem. So Smack said, like, to be really successful as a CC, you have to be marketable when it comes to the sponsors, have the viewership, create value so that your viewers keep coming back to you. That's how to be a successful CC. It's not all about what people perceive. But here's the thing. A lot of people don't know that. Even my ass didn't necessarily know that. I was beginning to learn it through experience. Smack just exposed it to me, which is great. Shouts out to Smack. The way I see it, Saint should step back and do a bit of self-reflection. I agree. I don't hate him. Me too. I think he's funny, but his content has evolved more and more towards drama, and it's like a departure from the reason why I started to follow his vids and stream. Xaki, me too, man. Me too. Kagi, I'm calling you Kagi. Me too, man. Me too. Personally, I was there for the woo guys and stuff. I wish everyone in the gacha space could admit they were wrong and move on from there, moving away from drama. Drama is fine. It's like what I said earlier in the poll. Drama is fine. It just cannot be the thing you push for when the numbers are down and creating it off nothing via people that want no business with that. That's the big problem. That is not fine. Like drama as a concept is okay. You cannot do drama at the cost of others that want no part in it whatsoever, dragging them against their will, crossing their boundaries for that shit. I'm a small channel, but I get more sponsor offers than Saints, but I honestly CBA, I'm too lazy. Here's the thing, Pixel. I think you're doing fine. Like sponsors matter a lot when you really need it. But like if you don't, you don't. I have a sponsor to do too. Like, and I still have to get to it. I have to record it and everything. It's fun. Like it takes time, man. It takes time. Like right now, I'm still just trying to really come back stronger as a CC. I think that matters a lot because I really care about you guys. I want to give you guys more value. It's very important to me. CC doesn't get views. Kissing Corporal's ass is the way. Don't say negative to play safe with sponsors. You could even be negative. Just be non-controversial. Just be fine and get good numbers, and like you're good. He got the Textone treatment. He was labeled as the Kurobot / wrong no spine shield for Wuwa until he started the cycle of hate. I think Saint did a good job capitalizing on the Kurobot stuff. He made a whole career off that. But like now you're going after people. I don't think that's the play. We have a CJ. What's going on with Saint and Gacha Smack? You're gonna have to go back to the VOD, man, because I just almost crashed out because of that shit. I'm so bad at reading DMs. I accidentally left Ryuko on red for like 8 weeks. I felt terrible. Man, you old as shit. Sanctum was the only one keeping Saintontas at bay. No, I think Saintontas was keeping Saint at bay. It's just that Saintontas has won. Unfortunately. It breaks my heart to see what's going on, man. It does. Yo, chat. Here's the thing. And be honest. Type 1, if you would have preferred Saint would just mind his manners and go back to being like the Saint we once knew and loved. Type 2, if you're like, man, fuck him. I don't give a fuck about that shit, man. Fuck him. Die. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Yo, Saint, we just want our boy back. We just want you back, man. We do. We don't hate you, but we obviously don't appreciate what the fuck you're doing currently, man. Just back it up and yeah, you'll be just fine, man. I think you are not like irredeemable and stuff. I understand the situation, the position you're in. I suggest you do a little bit of steps towards the right direction. You don't have to do it in one go. Slowly work on redeeming yourself when it comes to others. You don't necessarily need it if you are content with the formula you have currently going on. But please understand that it comes at the cost of, well, you. Because even my ass and a lot of people barely recognize you anymore. Like you transforming and becoming something we don't really like. And I'm afraid one day even you might look back at this and go, man, I may have been down bad, but I didn't necessarily need to be this immature in my behavior when it comes to this stuff. Because you don't need this. I think you are successful and you will be successful and you will get a lot of success. Just you have to choose on how to go about it. And yes, the path to success that is clean is hard and slow, especially it's very slow. But you can do it. You can do it. So yeah, that's me. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Be easy. All right, that's that. Shit. Shit, bruh. Shit. Saying shitting on other games is hilarious. Shitting on other CCs, not too much. Exactly. Let's just leave people, especially people that don't want no smoke and no beef. Just leave them alone, man. Leave them alone. There's literally no reason. There's so many flies around, man. Where was VXV where was this VXV a month and a half ago? Here's the thing, man. There's different degrees. A Charmeleon is not a Charizard. Saint has become a Charizard. I did not know that. A Charizard can fly and burn shit. A Charmeleon gotta walk his ass to burn shit. He can't see beyond the trees. A Charizard can fly over the trees and burn the whole goddamn forest. V trusted in Saint being better. I still trust he can. That's the message of the video. That's the message that I hope can reach him. Bad gacha takes still should be called out too. Many CCs that kiss Corpo's ass. Here's the thing, Slowchen. This is me. Who am I? I'm Drampa? What's this old ass dragon, man? What the fuck is this? That's not me. I'm what's a Pokemon that would fit me well? You ain't no I'm no Charizard, but what's that Pokemon that's shaped like a heart? Like you could find it in Hoenn. I forgot about that. Snorlax, I'm not that fat. What's that? There's like this heart Pokemon. I'm a heart of love this. Yeah, I'm love this. I'm love disc. I'm Mr. Heart of Gold, man. You're a dragon and you're a grandpa. This is pretty good actually. Yeah, this old ass dragon does fit me well actually. In honesty though, he faced some absurd